Hello everyone, I'm Ms.Aradhana Soni from Sage University, and today I teach basic electrical and electronics, that is AC Fundamental 2. So let's move on. So this is the AC Fundamental 2. We talk about the definitions and the small topics and the how to create alternating quantities waveform. So first of all, the definition of alternating quantity. An alternating quantity changes continuously in magnitude and alternates its direction at regular interval of time. Important terms associated with an alternating quantities. So this is the waveform of alternating quantities. This waveform is two direction. First is positive half and second is negative half. So positive half convert is to 0 from 2 pi. So this is the 90 and this is 2 pi. So 2 pi, and after that this waveform is regulate in negative direction, rotate in regular negative direction. So 2 pi and 3 pi by 2, and here the waveform is 360. So let's move on how to create the waveform and the definition. So the time period definitions, some definitions like time period, frequency, and these definitions occurs in waveform. So time period, it is the time taken in second to complete one cycle of alternating quantity in instantaneous value. And if we talk about the frequency, it is the value of quantity at any instant frequency f. It is the number of cycle that occurs in 1 second. The unit for frequency is hertz or cycle per second. The relationship between frequency and time period can be derived as follows. The time taken to complete f cycles equal to 1 second, time taken to complete one cycle equal to 1 upon f second. So this is the frequency equal to time. So t equal to 1 upon f. So this is the point of sinusoidal waveform. If you talk about the peak value, the maximum value attained by alternating quantity during one cycle is called peak value. It is known as maximum value or amplitude or crest value. And if you talk about the waveform of peak value, so this is the angle of 19 and 90 is degree is denoted by the peak value. So this is the highest peak value of sinusoidal waveform. Average value, the average value of all instantaneous value of alternating voltage and current over one complete cycle is called average value. So here the waveforms, every instant of time define the average values. And let's if you talk about the average value summation, sum of average value, so I1, I2, I3, and the up to the in upon n, this is the sum of average value, and this average value is equal to area of alternation upon base. And if you talk about the RMS or RMS value, effective values, so RMS value in value is defined as the square root of the mean of a square of instantaneous value, and when flow through a register of known resistance for a given period of time, then as a result and the same quantity of heat is produced by the alternating current, and when flows through the same register for the same period of time is called RMS or effective value of alternating current. So here the waveform of RMS value, and here the instantaneous value of the every instant of points, and the values and values, and the register of the known resistance for a given time. Register for the known resistor for a given time is known as RMS value. So here the some mathematical formulas: first interval, second interval, third interval, how to produce RMS values, and the final effective value, how to create, and the some points of the RMS values. And here the peak factor. Peak factor is defined as the ratio of maximum values to RMS value of alternating quantity. And the alternating quantity can be voltage or current, and the maximum value is the peak value or crest value or amplitude of the voltage or current. So this is known as peak value. And if you talk about the peak factor, so peak factor is Im upon IRMS is known as peak factor. And this is the form factor. The ratio of root mean square value of the average value of an alternating quantity is called as form factor. The average of all the instantaneous value of current and voltage over one complete cycle is known as average value of the alternating quantity. So this is the form factor. Form factor IRMS upon I average. And if you talk about in the terms of voltage, so ERMS upon E average. So here the peak factor, and peak factors factor value is 1.1, and this is the complete sinusoidal points: peak factor, form factor, average value, time period, and frequency. So thank you for watching. Keep watching for me and my videos.